What's up, my friends? What's happening? No, hey, what's happening? I just always want to say that, from the TV show, What's Happening? It's just, what's happening, my friends? How you doing today? I am doing well, feeling a little robotic today. Like my head and body are here, but my head and body aren't here. If that makes any sense to you, like I'm like in some kind of weird foggy mist of my head. That's what's going on up here today. Yes, just whatever. All right, so I got some pickups. I made some pickups. Stuff came in the mail. Some stuff I picked up and I was kind of surprised about, and I'm gonna go probably backwards, and I'll end off with. Should I start with the? Anyway, okay. Let's. I know what I'm talking about. You know what you're talking. I don't. First movie I picked up, came in the mail, ordered it. I was watching a YouTuber do a review on this movie. Actually, it was 10 things you didn't know about this movie right here, Westworld. Yes, a movie called Westworld. Now, I had seen this cover, and I'm sure if you look at this cover, I'm gonna let you look at it for a second there. I know if you are a collector, a movie lover, you have either heard about this movie or you have seen this movie on a shelf, either in a video store or a video rental type place or whatever, or you buying movies. You've seen the cover of this thing. You've seen it. You've probably picked it up and you've probably put it back down, like I've done for years and years and years. Now, if I look at the back of this thing, they're going to tell me it's 89 minutes, and it's not going to tell me the date of this thing, is it? Nope. Yes. No. Nope. It's a feature. It has okay. So it has a special feature, which is a 1980 TV pilot for Beyond Westworld, but the year of this thing is not visually. And I hate when I do this because it doesn't make any sense, because I'm never going to find it. Anyway, so this is an older movie, we're going to say, and I will go out of my way to put the date somewhere over here so we all know what year I'm talking about. But this movie, I'm watching it, okay? It's okay, to tell you the story of it. These guys pay $1,000 a day to go to these environments and react in real time, like in the real world. There's, I think, if I remember correctly, there was there's Westworld. I think there's Rome World or something like that. There's like so you can. There's like 3 or 4 different worlds, okay, and they go to these places, and for $1,000 a day, you can be a cowboy, or you can be a soldier, or you can be a what's the word I'm looking for, like a knight. Is it? Well, I'm kind of all over the place with it because I can't think of the proper name for a soldier in like a medieval times type thing. Anyway, they paid let's talk about the West world. Let's talk about just the West, because that way my head will focus on it. Like I said, a little cloudy today, little messed up. All right, so they pay $1,000 a day to become these cowboys. The movie opens up with a TV broadcast, like almost a live TV recording, and it's people giving their they're giving their testimonials about their trip that they took in Westworld, and they're asking the person that's doing the person that's doing the interview. Hang on a second. Okay, I'm back. Whoa, my mind. Okay, the person that's doing the interview is asking them how their day is and how they enjoyed their trips and what they learned and everything. And the people are saying, yeah, I killed 3 people. And so what it is that this town is filled with these robots. And these robots are the actors that are reacting this Western world or whatever. And the only way you can tell a robot is their hands. I guess they didn't get the hands right, and the hands have like these little ripples in them. So that's how the real people can tell if these people are robots. Now, they give them guns and everything, but the guns and everything are set up to you can only kill the robots. You can't kill people. If you shoot at a person, it won't let you shoot. So I'm watching this thing, and I'm like, what a great story. This is a great story. And, they're reacting their Western, dream of being a cowboy and everything. And so all of a sudden the robot, okay, played by Yul Brynner, he has a short circuit. And not to give to, well, you're gonna get it. It's out to kill the guests of Westworld, and now the Westworld people that are visiting, they have to fight back against these robots and everything. Now I'll tell you right now, I'm watching this thing and I'm like, why did I let this thing go by me for years and years? This thing now. I gotta get the date, but I'm telling you right now, if you watch this thing, you will 100% compare this to Terminator, RoboCop. What was the one? Uh, Mars. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, what was that? I'm looking over there because I'm trying to get the name of this the movie that I'm totally drawing a blank about. Um, Got it. Sorry about that. Total Recall. Yes, that's the beginning of this movie starts off with a Total Recall feeling, and like they want to go and visit this thing. They're willing to pay this amount of money to have this adventure happen. On the Total Recall was all in the head, and you don't really go anywhere. This one's kind of you go, and you kind of, but it had a Total Recall feel. It had a like I said, Terminator feel. It was good. I mean, it's rated PG. So there's nothing really bad about it, you know what I mean? It's like 80s, 70s PG, you know what I mean? So if you want to think about that. But I was done with this thing, and I guess there's a sequel called Future World, and I'm gonna check it out. I hear it's not as good as Westworld, but I'm gonna check out Future World, and wow, I'm glad I got through that. I'm sorry, I apologize for that messed up review. I'm trying. I'm pulling from my head and my body. I'm just, whew, I don't know. It could be lack of food. I'm trying to lose a little weight here, and I think the lack of food and dehydration might be messing with my head or whatever. Cause, all right, next two movies I was very shocked to see, but I picked these up at my local Target, and I saw them on the shelf, and I'm like, listen, I've been wanting to get these for a while. I don't own these. Actually, I own two of these on DVD, but I do not own them on Blu-ray. But they are Shout Factory releases. So when I went to Target and I saw Shout Factory releases on the shelf, I'm like, I can't pass this up. I just automatically grabbed them, and I'm talking cheap Shout Factory releases. Now, when I say cheap, one was $13. Now, for a Shout Factory release, if you know what Shout Factory is, Shout Factory / Scream Factory, put a lot of stuff in their thing. They do a really good job. $13 for a Shout Factory release is really, really cheap. And the other one was only $7, and it was a double movie pack. And I'm going to show you the first. The first one was When Harry Met Sally, and this is a classic that I have never seen before. So, and I don't own it on DVD. I did not buy it on DVD. This is the one I don't own on DVD. So I figured I'm going to give this a shot. I'm not really a big Billy Crystal fan, and this was young Meg Ryan, so this is probably worth a watch. And I know that this was a classic, and it has the famous scene that everybody talks about, and you'll see on different clips and everything. It's rated R, and it has a new conversation with Rob Reiner and Billy Crystal, 4K scan with original negatives, audio, Harry Met Sally documentary, vintage featurettes, deleted scenes, theatrical trailers, and a music video by Harry Connick Jr., and it was all $13 at my local Target. So if you are looking for When Harry Met Sally, $13. Okay, $13. I scanned it. It was 13. It was one of those things where it says $13 right in front of it, but you can't believe. I can't believe that they were $13, and I had to go find a scanning thing and scan. I'm like, yeah, $13. That's absolutely correct. But yeah, Shout Factory release. When Harry Met Sally. First pickup. Well, second pickup. First pickup from Target. And then this one was on the shelf, and this one was, I want to say $7 or $8. It wasn't over $10, and I was like, there's no way. And this is a movie really that I don't really care for. I'm sorry, you might be a big fan of this movie, and if you are a 18-year-old girl or maybe a 30-year-old woman, you might really, really love this movie a lot. But I've watched it, and I just can't really get into it. But it is a Shout Factory release, and this is an upgrade from the two movies that I have, and my wife enjoys them anyway. It is the movies. This is the Legally Blonde collection. You get Legally Blonde 1 and Legally Blonde 2. Like I said, I'm not a fan of this movie. It's just not my cup of cherry Coke. You know what I mean? It's just not me. But the wife seems to like it, and like it was cheap. And this is the one I originally saw, and I'm like, I believe it said $8 underneath it, and I was like, $8 for a 2-movie Shout Factory release, and this is selling on eBay for well over $10. So and this is factory, see, brand new. So I'm like, I can't pass this up. I can't pass up a $8, $9, whatever, tax, whatever, double movie collection Shout Factory of Legally Blonde. I can't pass up. I need this in my. It had to be in my collection. Went over, scanned it, saw the price. I'm like, what? I'm grabbing Harry Met Sally. I'm grabbing Legally Blonde, and I was happy with this purchase. Very, very happy with spending the money on these because they are good. And it has 4K scans from the original. New interview with actress Jessica, don't know her name, and audio commentary, featurettes, the deleted scenes, gag reel, music videos, and theatrical trail. So it gets the Scream Factory, Shout Factory, love, and Target. You know what I mean? Sometimes you go to Target, Best Buy, whatever, and you're like, you look at the shelf, and you're like, wow, I was shocked that they had this movie on their shelf, and even more shocked at the price. Because these movies, this one and this one are movies that I have been looking for a while to kind of, I just buy everything, Scream Factory, Shout Factory. I wanted to buy these. And to find them for that price, that was a no-brainer. I'd buy that for $8. All right. And next movie I ordered in the mail, upgrade for my DVD. It's one of my favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger movies, Commando. I just love this movie. Alyssa Milano and Arnold Schwarzenegger together. He plays the daughter. He plays the daughter. No, Alyssa Milano plays the daughter. She gets kidnapped by these mercenaries that he used to be partners with when he was in the military, Black Ops, undercover, Green Beret, whatever he was there. And he's trying to get his daughter back because they really hate him. The best thing that he can come up with is to kidnap his daughter. Great movie. Upgrade. Probably one of the best Schwarzenegger movies I can think of. I'm sure you have your favorite Schwarzenegger movie, but this one was probably one of my favorite action-packed Schwarzenegger movies. I mean, Jingle All the Way is probably my favorite, but action movie, good movie. And this last one is an upgrade because I had posted a video about how I wasn't a big fan of this franchise. And maybe it's because the quality of my DVD was just not so great, and maybe I'm missing something because... Now, if I would have watched this movie back in the day with a regular TV with the back on and everything instead of one of these flat screen 4K, you know, now you put in certain movies and they're pixelated and they just don't look right. So I wanted to upgrade this, and I'm going to give it another shot because a lot of people are saying, this is a great movie. I can't believe you said that those movies were not good and you didn't enjoy them, and you're supposed to be a fan of movies and you must be a novice because you don't really care about movies and comment. Listen, you might be right. I don't mind admitting defeat. I don't mind admitting that I might be wrong about something. So I'm gonna give this another shot, and the only way I'm gonna give it another shot is in Blu-ray. Okay, in Blu-ray, because there probably is a 4K, but I ain't going to that extra step if I don't even enjoy these movies. I don't know if I'm gonna enjoy it or not, but I'm gonna give these movies another shot. And it is a 2-pack. Well, that went out for a while, didn't it? This is a 2-pack of Conan, the complete, what do they call this? The complete quest. So you got Conan and you got Conan the Destroyer. Is that the 2 titles of these? Yeah, Conan the Barbarian and Conan the Destroyer. Another couple of Arnold Schwarzenegger movies. But these are the movies that some people say this is what made Arnold Schwarzenegger's career. And yeah, we don't understand why you don't enjoy these movies and why you don't like. Okay, maybe I just couldn't wrap myself around the story. Maybe I wasn't happy with the picture. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. I'm at the point with this right now that I can't even remember hardly any of these movies. I remember a few fight scenes. I remember a couple of dialogue. I remember sitting on a throne of, I think it was like a throne of rocks or whatever, and like you got these people all around. Bits and pieces are scattered in my brain. Lucky I even got that. So I'm like, I'm gonna give this another shot for you. I'm doing this for you because you may be right. I may be crazy. Or I just may be a lunatic. You're looking. Billy Joel reference there. I don't know. So I'm gonna. They went from PG to R. What is that like? So the first one was rated R, and then the second one was rated PG. Guess they didn't make enough money on the first one, and they needed to rope in the youngsters, I guess, with the second one. Unless I'm backwards here, and now I'm looking at because it says the ratings here PG and R, but it doesn't say for which movie is PG and R. Well, that's a first. Anyway, one of them's rated PG and one of them's rated R. So am I going to enjoy the R-rated one better than the PG? Does it look like there's Darth Vader? Is he in this thing? That looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Grace Jones, yes, James Earl Jones. Darth Vader's in this. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I've slipped up on my movie watching, and I need to break this down and watch it, even if it takes a couple days to watch it. Yeah, because you guys advised me to do so, because you guys said that Conan is a good movie, and I bought the what was the other one I bought? Beastmaster, and a lot of people are like, well, if you don't like Conan, you're not gonna like Beastmaster. Well, I haven't watched Beastmaster yet, so I can't tell you whether I like that either. But maybe I'll have a Men in Loincloth marathon this weekend. I will straight up watch Beastmaster, and then I will watch Conan. Maybe, even better, maybe I'll watch Conan the Barbarian, Beastmaster to break it up, and then Conan the Destroyer. Yes, and then I'll make a video, and I'll tell you guys what I thought about all three of those movies, because everybody seems to love these movies, and I'm either way off base, or yeah, I might be off. You guys might be right. I might be off. I don't know. And with that said, that's the end of my pick. I want to thank you for sticking around and watching this video. I want to thank you for subscribing. I want to thank you for hitting those like buttons. I want to thank you for hitting that bell. But if you have not hit the like button, subscribe button, please do it now, because I think it's like 90% of the people that are watching me have not subscribed to this channel, and I'm not going to beg you to subscribe. But, you know, if you like what you watch, and there's a ton of videos that I've done, I think I've reached my 300 video mark or something like that. So there's plenty of stuff for you guys to watch, plenty of content, and this is pretty much what I do, and I do it a lot because my life is just buying movies and trying to find a place to put them somewhere in this library. And with that said, please hit that like button, please hit that subscribe button, and I will see you later.